Hi guys, I am John Carrick, author of Legacy of a Mad Scientist and the Legend of Ashley Fox. Today we're looking at 100 Bullets 79, Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Risso. Once the audience loves your characters, the hints, tips, and tricks for today is, once the audience loves your characters, you can do anything you want. That's why Stephen King was such a magnificent author, because he spent the time to let the audience actually care about the people he was writing about. He made sure that you gave a shit about what happened to them. And then even if nothing happened to them, it was a good story. At one point, I'd read everything he had written, up until like late 90s, I think it probably was. And then he kept going and I stopped reading him and started reading other people. But 100 Bullets 79, once you care about the characters, anything is a good story. So here we go, out in the Wild West near Juarez and El Paso. This is Vic and Wylie talking. So that's the long and short hairs of it. Been riding with the warlords since Chicago. How'd you find us? Maybe somebody told his daddy y'all was here. What, Wylie? I didn't. You think that? Kill him. You haven't? What, Wylie? I didn't. So now there's a few disconnects in this issue that are hard to follow. So you think that, ? Kill him. You haven't? So what's going on? Is Wylie thinking about killing Benito? Are they talking about killing Augustus Medici? This is where the subtext can run away with itself. What I don't get is why Shepard would choose Lono as his replacement. It just don't make no sense. Sure it does. Fucking Hawaiian had no alliances. Which on second thought means you're right. It don't make any sense. Give me this. He had me shoot Miss Dietrich. A sweet, easy kill, but told me to miss just enough that it wouldn't. That's a goddamn player move. Graves gets blamed for the hit, solidifying Lono's position. So the Trust has no idea you and Jack. They do now. Branch, Benito, take your best shot, kid. Benito didn't even know Megan had been shot. He hasn't been back since Megan got shot. The whole thing of him being out here in the desert is very convenient for his dad having an affair with Megan. So what's our move? I'd like you not to. All right, what's yours? I'm going across the border. Meet with the old man. I'm going with you. I don't need you to. That's fucked. No, it's vain. What are you trying to prove? Diz, come on. Don't you know by now? I don't try. So Wylie's going to meet Graves. Wylie, our plan, Branch, remember? But with that Victor here, just keep Victor happy. How? Get him a beer when he asks for one. You got it all figured out, don't you? I think I do. See you down the road, fat man. Punchline conclusion. Written by Brian Azzarello, illustrated by Eduardo Risso, colored by Patricia Mulville, letters by Clem Robbins, cover by Dave Johnson, assistant editor Casey C.S., and editor Will Dennis. A lot less Superman in this one. Check this out. Got it in town before I came out here. Pure silver. That's nice. I might have to get me one. Heh, it's a little too mannish for you. Besides, it was one of a kind. Well then, you take double what you paid for it? I didn't pay for it. So since I already taked it, I say you gotta do the same. So he's telling Benito, if you want this ring, you gotta take it from me. I didn't pay for it. I stole it from a guy. Who was it? The Vikings? There was a culture that didn't respect anything that wasn't taken. Oh, that was Game of Thrones. Hey, Vic, do me a favor. He's up on the kid. The name is Victor Ray. And by the way, I ain't here to do y'all any favors. So why are you here? Same reason I'm anywhere. A job, just like Wylie. They're all looking at him. Yeah, and he left you here to make sure we stay alive. That he did, but I'm truly sorry to say, Risso, I ain't here to do Wylie no favors either. His beer's empty. Any of you smoke? Me and the kid do. Well, then you all should have one. Why? This is awesome. Fuck, last cigarettes? Just trying to be nice. Senor Branch, how about a beer? So he is keeping them on their toes. He's a Minuteman. He's got an untraceable gun, and he's willing to shoot them. That's the problem. So we still don't know who this is. Shepard is dead. I don't want to die. Huh, I do. Is that Cole? No, that's Jack. Down. No. Whap. Easy, Jacko. You don't want to knock him out? Jesus, Milo. What? Victor, the asshole shit his pants. Hey, he still deserves our respect. Don't you worry none. I got some cologne here. Cover that turd funk right up. That's gotta be Remy, right? Ah, this art. Look at what he left out. It's as important as what he put in. But he put in the colors on the bungee straps. He put in the ink on the bungee straps. Yo, Vic, should have let Jack off here beat the shit out of him. Little late for that, Remy. What's up with those two? Fucking bickering as usual. Hey, old ladies, we gotta move. Wylie and Cole, Remy, Vic, Jack, Milo. Drop the match. Wow, what a fucking shot. Who did they burn to death? We've got all their names, but we still don't know who that is. Maybe that guy got up and jumped into the water before the gas caught him, and he survived, and it was Shepard. Here he comes. Shall we? Right on time as usual. I'll be along shortly. What? A bit of what's good for the goose, Cole, because I don't like to be kept waiting. So that looks like a big Humvee. That's Wylie. That is Cole and Remy, I'm guessing. Must be Remy. I already know the answer. I didn't know this came out. How did I miss that? I was working really hard back then. Hey, Wylie. What do you say, Cole? Long time no see. How's it hanging, Wiles? Over on the left, Remy. See, you been staying into trouble. You like? It's fucking character, bro. He's talking about his scars. Well, you could use a bit of that. Where's the girl? Other side of the border, Cole. Graves? Beside himself, he learns you didn't bring her. When you called, you led him to believe that's what you were doing. God, this art. 7 perfect panels, right? Seems I only led him so far. So far. So good. I figured he'd send you ahead, and I wanted the chance to talk to you alone. Oh, yeah? Why don't you take a walk, Remy? Why don't you go? No. Remy can stay. By alone, I meant no Graves. You know, you talk to me, Graves will hear what you say. Maybe. I got a goddamn suspicion the Minutemen are involved in some shit we didn't sign on for. Oh, you mean like withholding from Graves or quitting on us? Suck on this, Scarface. We're working for the Trust. Huh, that a fact? Remy, was it Mia Simone who, whatever the fuck it was you did to her, drop her out of the penthouse, she assigned that job? Nah, Cole, I volunteered. To who, asshole, after he said it had to be done? Graves. You was there, you know. Yeah, so unless you're saying Graves is working for the Trust, Graves don't work for nobody. I am saying that. Graves don't lie. This is great. This is the lesson I need to take, because in my comic I tilted some of the text and you cannot do that. It was the first one I'd ever done, and you absolutely cannot do that. I've never seen it done before. I've never seen it since. I'm the only idiot who ever did that. But this being sideways like this, where Wylie comes right out and says that Graves is working for the trust and that you guys are being manipulated, that Graves is working for someone in the trust, specifically Augustus Medici. No, he don't, but he might have bought into one, an old lie. You think that's possible? I think he's done something he regrets. I know that's where the girl comes in. Wylie, I get the distinct impression you're talking about yourself. No, everyone knows Wylie killed Rose. Takes one to know one, Cole. I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't talking about you. So, this is important. Cole is having a cigarette. Wylie wants a cigarette. It looks like he's going for a cigarette, but what else does it look like he's going for? This is great. This is Cole tapping the cigarette on his hand, you know, the way smokers do, or taking one out of the pack. But, bam, straight through. Cole is shocked. Remy shot Wylie because Wylie was going for a cigarette. This is the sort of thing where this is what you can do when people love your characters. You can have, and this is the sort of accident that happens when you have infantry playing with guns. You know, the word infant is in the word infantry for a reason. That's the top of a Humvee. Easy, baby. I got you. Rose, I missed you. Graves comes running up. Motherfuck. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Because Wylie was reaching into his jacket in front of two killers who respond instantaneously. In order to make these guys who they are, they had to spend approximately 5 years at the range training all day. Well, not all day. It's usually half days. And then half a day cleaning weapons, 5 days a week. That's what it takes to make someone this skilled. And if you don't maintain that training, you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. And so here we have a kid, Remy, who sees someone reaching into their jacket and draws and fires. No questions asked. And once it happens, Shepard got killed. Was Shepard killed on purpose? They said it was on purpose. They said Graves had Dizzy do it deliberately, that it was a setup. But now Wylie's dead. And that's an accident. That is a fucking accident. It's not like dropping a cinder block off an overpass. One chicken's dead. Tenemos un ganador. I don't know how to fucking say that. Fuck, god damn it all. What made you bet against the obvious winner? Thank you very much, amigo. His eyes when I looked in. Now maybe this one's first, obviously. Thank you very much, amigo. What made you bet against the obvious winner? His eyes. When I looked into them. Too much fighting, eh? Sick of it? I should not be doing Mexican voices. No, not at all. That one, given the right situation, was the best fighter. So Loop, Jack, and Lono show up. Vic is out at the cockfights, right? He's not at the house anymore. And they find Benito with a fucking skull on his forehead. And someone got a fucking finger cut off. Whose fucking finger is that? Who lost a finger? Where's Branch? His trouble was, his only trouble, too much heart. Wylie's dead. Branch lost a finger. And doesn't that suck? Episode 79. Issue 79. 100 bullets. All right, see you guys tomorrow.